Okay, so I'm just going to make this brief because I'm listening to Dr. Fauci's testimony live, and I want to get back to that really quick. I made a post for with the link to the live streaming video. I think people need to watch that. I would encourage anybody that watches my channel, don't don't let other people tell you what's going on. Stop getting your information from other people. It makes things worse. The link I gave you is a direct link to the actual senators and Dr. Fauci talking about stuff. It's not narrated. It's not commented. It's live. Yeah, I've seen it before where after a video goes live, then they go back later and they make edits. So this is your chance to do it. Just put on some headphones, put it on YouTube on your phone, and just listen to it with headphones. I want to point out one thing that I'm hearing that's a little unnerving, but not in the sense. So here they use several different words that are similar but mean different things. So efficacy, efficiency, and effectiveness, and those are three very different things, but they sound very similar. And even well-educated people can use them interchangeably and not know it. But sometimes, whenever they're used intentionally, then well, it's important to know the difference. So, efficacy, efficiency, and effectiveness are three different things. Efficacy is probably the biggest vapor term that they can use. Efficacy is used a lot, and what that means is when they talk about the efficacy a of a of a vaccination or of a treatment method, efficacy means literally under the best possible scenarios, the best case scenario, best situation, best possible performance, theoretical performance, etc. But efficacy doesn't translate into real world measurable anything. Okay, this is dudes in white lab coats with very controlled test scenarios. And so, efficacy versus effectiveness and efficiency. Efficacy really just means in a lab, best case scenario. A good example, like when you go and you buy a car, and they tell you the miles per gallon or kilometers per liter, whatever country you're in. You never get that kind of gas mileage, right? That's because that's an efficacy thing under the best case scenarios, right? Efficiency really just means how well something performs in the wild. And then effectiveness is the conclusive results, so the actuals, right? So when we talk about vaccines, efficacy, whenever we have hopefully a high efficacy of a vaccine, it's like, okay, well, great. Just because something has a high efficacy doesn't mean it's actually going to do anything. So if they start talking about the efficacy of potential vaccines, understand that that has nothing to do with how effective it's actually going to be once they roll it out. So that when Fauci talks about efficacy and then later about effectiveness, these words matter a lot. They matter a lot. Anyways, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to keep watching. If there's anything else I feel that I should update you guys on, I'll post another video. So check it out. Oh, hello, Robert. Um, yeah, exactly. One of the things Fauci mentioned, there are two vaccines, and I didn't get a chance to write the name down. There's two vaccines right now that actually, if you've had these vaccines, so it's not the flu vaccine, okay, but there's two other ones that if you've had these, then it can cause complications with the coronavirus. So there's two that they've identified. None of them are the flu vaccine, and what he said right now is that it's potentially, they're still doing a lot of research. This is a novel virus, so as I said in the video I pushed out yesterday, it's a novel virus. We really just know dog shit. We don't know. We don't know. Esmeralda, I didn't catch the names of them. Fauci was talking too quickly, but it's definitely there when Senator Burr is talking to him. Senator Burr is the one who asked the question. it's live right now. I can't give you, I don't know the timestamp, but if you look for Senator Burr talking to Dr. Fauci, that's where he asked it, and Fauci responded with the name of two virus vaccines that can complicate it. That's why I said, like, we need to stop getting our information from other people, stop getting it from social media, stop getting it from news channels. Just go directly to live streaming stuff. The two most reliable YouTube channels, in my opinion, are the C-SPAN channel and the actual White House channel. And whenever I say reliable, I mean that it's not commented. There's no commentation. There's no anchors. In the past, I've seen where there have been presentations given, and news channels like NBC and ABC, they don't show the slides being presented at these conferences, but the slides are usually shown on the C-SPAN channel, and they're usually shown on the White House channel. So as they do these public briefings, you're most likely to get the best possible view of what's being discussed on either of those channels. And like I said, this is independent of political opinions or what we think is motivating. I'm just talking about the best source that we can start with are these channels, and then everything's downhill from there as it gets cut, edited, spun, commented on, and then presented by a talking head. There's too much misinformation going around. So, like I said, we just need to go directly to the source and form our own conclusions about it. And here's the thing: if you watch the source videos first, then you can go into watching the opinionated retellings, but you will already have your own opinion first. So you'll be comparing, not learning. When you watch the news and when you talk to friends, and that's a big difference. It's always better to be comparing opinions than to be learning from somebody else who learned from someone else who learned from someone else. See what I mean? So check out the post. I put the link in the post. I'm gonna head off and go back and keep watching. And if there's anything else that I feel is worth the break, then I'll put another live video. So take care, you guys. Thanks for tuning in.